As much as I would like to see more Trent Beretta, is Ghostuya Naito. Let's see. I think Naito... Actually mildly curious what an undead ghost of Tetsuya Naito can do against the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. So I think that's going to be the matchup here while I set up the social media thing. See. Hopefully my audio is good this time. Hey, Price, appreciate you stopping in. How are you doing, man?
1, 2.
Hopefully my audio sounds good this time. And hey, that's good to hear.
Keep up. Keep up.
Right now, just doing the social media thing while the pre-show match runs. Let people know that the wrestling is about to start. Although I suppose technically it has already started. I do hope the ghost of Tetsuya Naito is able to pull this off. Good lord. 3, 2. Naito just unable to get started right now. could be it right there.
1, 2.
Now Tetsuya Naito getting his shoulder off the mat defiantly. Saying, I have beaten death and I will beat you. A big enziguri right to the side of the head, and oh my god, Lesnar able to roll out of the way, and Naito is in trouble. Absolutely vicious, launching Naito to the outside. And yeah, looking at my levels, I think my audio should be good today. Naito really wants to get that corner offense in, and Lesnar is having absolutely none of it. But, you know, Lesnar, not exactly the easiest guy to work with. God damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
F5 on the outside. Good lord. But Naito, like the Terminator, continues to come after Lesnar. Switching sides, taking this to that orange Gatorade corner now, but come on. Pump handle, bomb 2. And still not enough to put away the Beast Incarnate. CF5 here, that has got to be enough. All Lesnar has to do is get an arm over Naito, but Naito's struggling to get to his feet. Oh my god. Big reverse tornado DT, but Lesnar again rolling out of the way, escaping that dive off the top. Despite that, Naito continues to come after Lesnar. Finally connecting. Is that going to be enough? Ghostuya Naito doesn't seem to think so, but we are once again going into that blue Gatorade corner. But Lesnar gets a hold of him. F5 onto the steel chair. That has got to be it. But no, Naito again getting back to his feet, and oh my god. Pump handle slam, and this time Lesnar getting his shoulder off the mat. Neither of these men understand the word quit. Ghostuya Naito, oh my god, hold on, just powerbombed once, twice, 3 times right onto that steel chair, and that has got to be it. Ghostuya Naito, you may have come back from the dead, but you stepped into the ring with the Beast Incarnate. You were unable to overcome. But Looks like people starting to get into Blake's house arena, and again, we don't want to make the same mistake we made last week, so we're gonna switch this up to the canonical Blake's house arena as we get ready for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. So everybody get on your feet and make some noise. So we're getting into that right now. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. If you were tuned in last week, the big storylines coming into this week's program was that fatal four-way match between some of the toughest, some of the hungriest individuals of all four major stables, just itching for an opportunity. Well, two men in that match, Shawn, Satchwell, and COLBY, took a little bit of exception to one another. They both believe they are the toughest man on Blake's House Wrestling Television with the strongest lariat on Blake's House Wrestling Television. Well, neither of them able to pick up the victory last week, but you will see them in tonight's main event at least making an effort to settle that score, but somehow I doubt that's going to be settled in 1 week. Of course, additionally, last week you saw Babyman and Floyd Bartholomew beat two of the best singles wrestlers that Blake's House Professional Wrestling has had, on Terrell and Ramon of Team Lake Mary. And as I said just a couple weeks ago, really, the sky is the limit for this team. They could challenge for either division. They could challenge for the championships in both tag team divisions. And I am certain this team would find success. So it is just going to be a matter of who it is they're going to be calling out for the pay-per-view in this upcoming couple of weeks. Of course, last week we also saw Kurt London and Jason Solarian take on the Perlman brothers in some non-title action, but this London and Solarian duo have just been so dominant together, and it has just been a joy to watch this team coalesce. And of course, on the subject of teams, Team DJ Dix finally dethroned from that King of Fighters Television Championship, and the Dark Hour once again at the top of the Trios division. And it looks like Holloway drawing a line in the sand. If you want me, Zero Lopez, you've got to come fight me here. Well, Zero Lopez will not be competing for that Trios title tonight, but I am certain he is more than willing to answer the call, as he has wanted a shot at Holloway for weeks now. Of Of course, the staple of Blake's House Professional Wrestling, the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. We have been seeing barn burner after barn burner of a contest, and I am certain we will be seeing another one of those tonight in the semi-main event, but let's not waste any more of your time, as we have got a packed card for you guys tonight. As Nick Vadala looking to get some retribution for Laz Cobb that had got her bell rung from Linda Alpizar on last week's program, and that match, it's right now. Just last week, Linda Alpizar put her striking prowess against the submission skills of Laz Cobb, and Alpizar coming out on top, and just already a great feat of athleticism from Alpizar, but Nick Vadala just throwing a series of European uppercuts, putting her to the mat. And it was one such strike that took Cobb out of the match. She had to be taken to the back to be evaluated by our medical staff. And fortunately for Cobb, it was nothing serious, but she is taking this week off just as a precautionary measure. But Vadala certainly taking exception to treatment of his partner and stablemate, and trying to get an opportunity at some revenge on tonight's program. But right now, these two competitors looking so very evenly matched. But already, massive bomb dropped from Linda, and this was on your scorecard. You have to put Linda ahead, at least in the opening minutes of this contest. But Vadala is a tricky competitor. He is going to be able to outmaneuver anybody in the ring. Linda Alpizar, no exception. Figure he is biding his time, waiting for that opportunity. And Linda going to do everything she can to prevent that opportunity from coming. Vadala just going for those covers early, testing Alpizar, but big series of strikes, and now Vadala able to reverse, protecting himself. And right now, Linda just in complete control, just driving the boots across the chest and face of Vadala.
5 minutes now.
Big dragon screw leg whip from Vadala, and Vadala also a practitioner of that catch-as-catch-can style, that same style that Laz Cobb has made famous in that Knicks Wrestling Organization stable. But thus far, unable to grab a hold, but just as I say that, Vadala going to that patented giant swing. But Linda continuing to shut Vadala down. Tight snap suplex. big bulldog, and Vadala starting to wake up in this contest. But I mean, it's Linda now applying that sleeper hold, letting gravity do the work for her. But able to escape that palm strike, delivering a soul butt kick, and now Dragon Sleeper applied. And as I said, Vadala, just as Cobb is a practitioner of that catch-as-catch-can style, you can tell Vadala would love nothing more than to make Alpizar tap out. Would be the perfect retribution. Hold on, ripcord, knee strike, and a Kamigoye for good measure. We went into this contest, Linda the striking specialist, but Vadala no slouch either. He is certainly the full package. Come at you from a lot of different ways, but thus far, Linda has been able to neutralize most of his offense. Save for those big bursts like that. Hold on, Linda going up top. Vadala is dazed. Big body press, cover 2. Ooh, but only a count of 2. Linda going for that flying hip attack. Doesn't connect with that series of strikes. Will. Insecurity doesn't find its mark as Vadala able to slip out. Twisting neckbreaker, and hold on, going for that slash cover, and Linda barely able to get a shoulder off the mat. And there is the technical prowess of Vadala on display. Twisting facebuster, but Linda rolling through, scrambling to her feet, and Linda once again dropping bombs with those strikes. And another body press off that top orange Gatorade turnbuckle, and Vadala somehow getting a shoulder off the mat. This match will continue. Big tilt-a-world backbreaker. And Vadala just flattening Alpizar with that European uppercut, but are able to escape, at least for the moment. Alpizar fired into the turnbuckle, and this big Sambo suplex and a big body press cover. But Vadala once again, shoulder off the mat. This match will continue. Both Alpizar and Vadala just giving their all in this contest. This match just a little bit more personal for Vadala, but certainly nobody wants to take a loss on Blake's House Wrestling Television. And Linda Alpizar doing everything she can to prevent that from happening. But, oh my God. Vadala rolling through, but a rare miscue from Vadala. And a big boy senton off the top. See, ordinarily, Vadala is so very aware of where he is in the ring. He knows exactly what he wants to do. The personal nature of this match might be clouding his judgment a little bit. And that could end up costing him, no, only a count of 2. Vadala somehow finding a second wind. Hooking the leg and delivering that twisting neckbreaker, and Linda struggling to get to her feet as Nick going for that patented Tiger driver, but Linda able to reverse at a critical moment, but not the second one as Vadala planting Alpizar into the mat. Buying herself just a couple more seconds, but Nick Vadala had a plan and he was able to execute on it, and picking up a crucial victory in the opening contest of tonight's program. As well as I said, getting a little bit of retribution for his partner, Cobb. Well, I gotta say, Dave really slacking. I do not think that was a 75 overall match. But I digress as Blake's House Wrestling continues to roll on, and we saw Timothy Throws take on Mag.Lo in the Mag.Lo Open Challenge just last week. And this man just itching to compete in that mixed martial arts division that has been on hiatus for a couple months now. But right now, he is going to be going head-to-head with the captain of the SS Pimpin', Admiral Funk himself, as just power wrestler takes on Olympic-style wrestler in singles action. And that match, it's right now. Said this matchup is power versus technique, and it looks like Admiral Funk already trying to put some of that power on display, but that bomb is blocked. Back body drop and a second one for good measure. But that is not to say the man that goes by the name Timothy Throws is hurting for power, as that man can lift and drop the best of them. But like Admiral Funk, Ian Bishop taking a different approach when those big power bombs were blocked early on in this contest. No, it's like he very much wants to hit that slam, but he throws, gets his body low and is able to defeat that hold, and that is exactly the sort of technique that someone with that amateur wrestling background would be exhibiting. Right now, Timothy Throws just out wrestling Admiral Funk here. And big gut wrench suplex. And as I said, Timothy Throws has no shortage of power himself. And thus far, he has neutralized that power wrestling ability of Ian Bishop. Tight arm dragon. Ian has his foot on the accelerator to the floorboard, not even taking a moment to breathe, as he wants to hold on to that offensive momentum for as long as he is able to do so. But arms trapped, and absolutely devastating suplex from Timothy Throws, and a huge lariat burying that arm right into the chest of Timothy Throws. And these men just going back and forth.
5 minutes on.
Both of them struggling to really connect, but oh my God! And there it was. Timothy throws just, you could see him get his body underneath Bishop, just drive those hips and plant Ian Bishop's neck first right into the mat. And Timothy throws just demanding that mixed martial arts division to be resumed, as he is just on the top of his game right now. But what is going to come next, folks? We have got the Mag.Lo Open Challenge, and of course what that means, we need to find 8 names that are going to be competing in the Battle Royal to determine exactly who is going to be facing Mag.Lo this evening. Of course, I'm going to drop in one name from last week that was suggested. Didn't have the parts. Let's see here. We're going to be dropping in Jeff Cobb. As I said, he was requested last week and didn't have his finishing hold available. And also, Eric, if you're still hanging around, I appreciate you coming in as well. You know, apologies for having your wife lose in the opener, but the game is the game, as they say. She did have a very dominant performance on last week's program, but of course, we are still going to need 7 more names for this Open Challenge Battle Royal. See, Pepsi Man, I can make Pepsi Man happen. And I was kind of thinking in something in that direction as well. I do not have Ronald McDonald, as far as I'm aware. Also, I forgot about Ford Ogle. Although I think he is an MMA guy, but I might put him in anyway. Let's see. But I definitely have Colt. I don't think I have Jervis. I do not. Oh, I did have a Sunny Kiss before I got the one for AEW. Arquette. You want Arquette 2020 or Arquette 2000? Not too much. Let's see, Arquette 2020. I can make that happen. You missed the first 2 matches of tonight. It was Nick Vadala in a revenge match against Linda Alpizar. It was just so massively underrated by Big Dave, but, you know, is what it is there. And Timothy Throws taking on Ian Bishop was the opening 2 contests of tonight. The main event, as it was announced, it's going to be COLBY versus the Swashbuckler. Yeah, fuck Dave, actually. Shenjo knows what's up. Let's see. But, yeah, we're getting into the Mag.Lo Battle Royal a little bit earlier tonight. If you want to see the legendary cheeseburger, I can make that happen. He's probably in Ring of Honor as well, because I made many of these stables 3 years ago. Some of them were wrong then, but I digress. I don't think I have a Chris Hero. We can put Vista in, however. Let's see. Unless I had him in US Indy. Or actually, no, he might be in fucking... Oh, I have 2 of those. Let's see. Give me a minute. Alright, let me get Vista in real quick. Let's see. I can book flip. Let us see here. No, I have not gotten a Invisible John Cena. At least not on my PC save. Telling y'all gotta let me know, like, in some sort of form that is going to be permanent, because if you request it here in the chat, I will absolutely forget it immediately after going off air. It is a miracle that I remembered to download Jeff Cobb's finishing hold so we could put Jeff Cobb in one of these. I can absolutely do Danhausen. It looks like we're going to have a pretty American Indie-centric Battle Royal tonight, which I am not complaining about at all. Dick Bruiser is booked tonight, actually, so no worries there. And saying the same thing I was saying to GK, if you're just tuning in, you missed yourself in a revenge match against Linda, where you came out on top in a just tragically underrated contest. And then Timmy Throws winning pretty decisively against Ian Bishop in a wrestling contest. But you are here for the Battle Royal, and we got plenty of wrestling to pick up after that. And as I said, we got Jeff Cobb's finishing hold, so we can put him in the match as well. So let us go ahead and get into this Battle Royal and find out exactly who will be facing Mag.Lo in tonight's Mag.Lo Open Challenge.
Fight!
And the two people you absolutely need to be watching are the two men at the left side of your screen. Frank Vista and Jeff Cobb. Two men that combine power and technique into an absolutely devastating package, but of course with this ring filled up in the capacity that it is, competitors switching dance partners left and right, it is going to be difficult to keep track of exactly who is taking on who. As you can see, Danhausen at the right side of your screen besting Flip Gordon in that test of strength. Flip Gordon going back to basics with that body slam here, and Cheeseburger and Pepsi Man just double powerbomb to David Arquette. God bless Fire Pro Wrestling World for making that a possibility, as Cheeseburger and Danhausen eliminated, and David Arquette immediately after. We are down to 5. Cabana, always a man putting on a show for the crowd in attendance. Now, of course, you can never, ever count out Frank Vista, the Duke of the Battle Royal, as he gets that double leg takedown onto Pepsi Man, but Pepsi Man rolling through. But Vista able to break the hold. Pepsi Man wanting a change in dance partners, but Vista has his sights set on the Pepsi mascot, and big shot devastating super kick from Flip Gordon, and right now, submission hold applied, applying some legal leverage to Flip Gordon, and oh my God, Colt Cabana dropped right on his neck, and just the athleticism on display from Jeff Cobb, nothing short of phenomenal, as Colt Cabana delivering a snap suplex to Frank Vista, and another big cutter, and hold on, here comes Pepsi Man, the ultimate opportunist. God, huge gut-wrench suplex from Jeff Cobb. Pepsi Man trying to pick up an elimination over Frank Vista, but Vista just will not stay down. Looks like we are back to Cobb and Vista squaring off here, and as I said at the open of this match, that is the pairing you want to see. And a series of European uppercuts just laying Cobb out. A big boot from Pepsi Man shutting down Cabana's offense, and we've been down to 5 for several minutes, and with no signs of that changing. Count 2. Suplex once, but Cobb able to break the hold, stop the bleeding from going any further. It's a big fall-away slam. It is just chaos in the ring right now. Cabana at risk of elimination, but somehow getting a shoulder off the mat at a critical moment. And Cabana's life in this matchup will continue as a series of suplex delivered in stereo around this Lakes House Wrestling ring. Big belly-to-belly suplex from Jeff Cobb, and just a moonsault in the center of the ring, but still just so many bodies being thrown around the ring. It is still anybody's match. Picture perfect suplex from Frank Vista, but Flip Gordon breaking up that pin attempt.
Give up. Give up.
Vista putting that amateur wrestling ability on display, blocking the double leg and then transitioning right into that suplex, and here comes another one. Big fall-away slam, and got another near elimination, but just not quite able to seal the deal as a big German suplex connects. Flip Gordon connecting with the backstabber now. Hold on. Colt able to secure an elimination. Pepsi Man is out. We are down to our best 4. Right now, Frank Vista and Colt Cabana squaring off, and a roaring forearm smash colliding with the face of Colt Cabana. Hold Hold on, big double suplex, and Cabana has been eliminated. All three men down. Who will get to their feet first? That is going to be the difference maker in this match. Big cutter from Flip Gordon. Goes right into a backstabber, but devastating sliding dropkick, and hold on, that could be it. No. Frank Vista wants to be the man to secure both eliminations, and we know exactly, we are certain that he can do it. He delivers a series of suplexes, but Flip Gordon getting a foot on the bottom rope as a step-up enziguri connects. Right now, Cobb and Gordon battling it out. Super kick from Flip Gordon, but on suplex once, suplex twice, but only gets two. And another picture-perfect German suplex, but devastating fisherman suplex from Cobb, and see him just driving his hips as he delivers those monstrous suplexes. And hold on, Flip Gordon connecting with that 450 splash, but again, just suplex after suplex. These men going to war with one another. Also, Flip Gordon is there. And we are down to our final two. Enziguri connects. And picture-perfect dropkick square in the chest. And another, Flip Gordon sets up that 450. This could be it, but no. Not yet. Right now, Gordon just trying to find his place in this ring. Ooh, major miscue, and that could cost him. Both men getting to their feet at the same time, and hold on, fisherman suplex, and 3 count fall. Jeff Cobb picking up the victory, and Mag.Lo has got his work cut out for him. Like, I understand it is a commentator's job to make the talent look good. But also fuck Flip Gordon. Like, not on the same level of fuck Hulk Hogan. But it's like, I would have been very upset if he won that Battle Royal. Flip has been posting like a bunch of shitty conspiracy theories. And it's just like, he's like a less bad Will Ospreay on Twitter. And Will Ospreay is somebody who is like, even pre-Speaking Out era, is somebody that I just like hated to follow on Twitter, or like hated to interact with on Twitter because he was so dumb. I mean, that's the unfortunate reality is most pro wrestlers are not great. I don't know, that industry just kind of attracts shitty people. But I digress. That is true. And like I said, like, in terms of like the ways someone can be shitty, he's pretty low on the scale. But it is still like, I don't want to engage with this. Like, I don't want to engage with the fact that you think that the wildfires are some kind of plot. And it's unclear what the plot is for. But, again, I digress. We've got a lot of Blake's House Professional Wrestling to get to this evening. And just as we saw last week, a Fatal 4-Way contest showcase some of the best and brightest strikers in Blake's House Wrestling television, we got to see 3 technicians go to war with one another. That, of course, being Timothy Throws, Drew Serpa, and the Bookoo Fighter. Timothy Throws making a statement earlier on tonight's program with that decisive victory over Ian Bishop. And right now, we're going to have another opportunity to see 2 of the greats go at it inside the squared circle. And Drew Serpa going head-to-head with the Bookoo Fighter. And that match, it's right now. Just as we saw earlier, where it was a match of amateur wrestling going head-to-head with professional wrestling, this is a match
not so fast
of amateur wrestling going head-to-head with jiu-jitsu. But we've seen that both of these men at least competent and enough in each other's disciplines to hold their own against one another. And that is going to be absolutely critical. Especially if you are Drew Serpa in this matchup. You can see he's able to outmaneuver the Bookoo Fighter and drive his hips for that big suplex. Because if you let him grab a hold on you, you are in immediate danger. But thus far, Serpa has been able to protect himself and delivering that 3-frame palm strike. Ooh, going for the spear, but it does not connect as the Bookoo Fighter able to spin through the tackle. And here comes that patented armbar of the Bookoo Fighter. The man coming to you live all the way from Bookoo City right now, in danger as Drew has that mounted position. And has been in control thus far. On big Japanese style arm drag. But Drew again just putting that wrestling background to good use, just making sure he's got that advantageous position at all times, but again, the Bookoo fighter only needs to grab a hold a couple times, wear that arm down over the course of this match. Trying to take this to the center of the ring. Again, that is that amateur wrestling experience. Put it to good use here. And you see Drew not making the same mistake twice. You can see Bookoo fighter winding up for that rolling chop, and that patented palm strike of his, able to stop him in his tracks. But here's a series of strikes from the Bookoo fighter, but a gut-wrench suplex will cut him off. Mount tackle, but this time it is the Bookoo fighter that got the upper hand, able to deliver that cross arm breaker. And this match will continue. Takes the leg and hold on, a series of forearm smashes. And the Bookoo fighter submitting to elbows. And Drew Serpa's wrestling ability on display. He had an answer for every hold, for every position the Bookoo fighter was attempting to put him in that match. He was able to just outmaneuver him, change the circumstances of the matchup. And in the end, the Bookoo fighter just completely unable to gain traction in that contest. And Serpa just serving up a reminder, yes, he really is that good of a wrestler. Yeah, it is kind of unfortunate, and it's probably just going to be a case of the Bookoo fighter really should just be an MMA guy, because he's been in a couple singles matches now, and they just haven't been super entertaining. Although this was just the game decides that he's going to lose a bunch of his grapples when he gets that mount tackle, and I mean that has happened to GK's Vista a number of times, and sometimes the game is just going to be like that. I mean, the Bookoo fighter is the hero of Bookoo City. That is a factual statement. But I digress. As we're going to keep tonight's program rolling. As we see the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Champion in some tag team action this evening. As we're going to be taking on this very dominant team of Babyman and Floyd Bartholomew. And as I mentioned earlier, this team has their pick of whichever division they want to compete in. They have earned themselves a tag team championship opportunity, but right now they're going to get a different sort of opportunity, as there is the potential of scoring a pinfall victory over the Blake's House Wrestling Champion. And that match, it's right now.
Fight!
Here, this matchup is going to be so difficult as the momentum that Babyman and Bartholomew have built up over the past several weeks. It is undeniable. As the former Knicks Wrestling Organization champion pairs up with his enforcer, the results have been nothing short of spectacular, but Zero Lopez and Sterling's partnership goes way back as well. As Sterling, the first man that was willing to join in Zero's quest to really challenge Holloway in that Dark Hour stable. But this team is going to need a third if they are to compete in the Trios division. But they cannot afford to look that far forward. There's a team in front of them just so very devastating. And right now, Sterling Thomas, the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, one of the toughest men on Blake's House television. He's going to be going up against two men that could put that toughness to the test, as both these men just thumb to the eyes. But neither man willing to back down, neither man giving up an inch. Chokehold applied, but Bartholomew able to escape back into his own corner, and Sterling doing the same, and here comes Zero Lopez. Big double power bomb. Just getting Bartholomew on his way out the door, but that rough and tumble style this team is known for. Zero less prepared for, and Harada down. Harada unable to catch that thumb to the eyes as this match will continue. Big kick to the lower abdomen and a second one, and Harada is coming in to check, making sure those strikes are above the belt line, but Zero able to duck that clothesline and water wheel drop in the center of the ring. Big super kick, and Zero, he's not finished. 450 splash. Possibly looking to send a message to Holloway, waiting at the top of that Trios division. Big step up knee strike, and Zero going back to his own corner, and so is Babyman. Once again, another double power bomb, and Sterling now on a roll. And 100 hands to the chest connect. And another kick to the lower abdomen. And Blake's House Wrestling Champion firing on all cylinders, but Floyd Bartholomew looking to extinguish the flame. With that chokehold ducking under that clothesline, and with a surprising display of agility from the big man. Hold on, here comes that gigantic choke slam. Laying out a man that is over 400 pounds. And Sterling just doing everything he can to put Bartholomew away. And again, this is the might of the Blake's House Wrestling Champion on display, and oh my God! That maneuver does not get any less gruesome no matter how many times you see it. And here comes another 100-hand strike to the chest. But Babyman, the hardcore legends, Scrambling to his feet, but Sterling just delivering so much punishment. Zero going up top once again, and another big 450 splash, but no, he's not finished. Buries an elbow right into the back of Babyman, and a second one. Zero is not fighting Babyman and Bartholomew. He is absolutely fighting the ghost of James Holloway. Big double powerbomb shutting him down. As a sit-out facebuster, it's Zero the advantage once again. Sterling roaring lariat levels him, but Bartholomew answers back with a devastating headbutt of his own. Floyd Bartholomew able to cut this team off and deliver a series of strikes, and here comes Babyman. Just unbothered by the flagrant disregard of the rules. He's going to let these teams fight, and hold on just a moment here. Big shotgun dropkick off the top. Zero just in control. Zero 450 once again, but Babyman protecting himself with that bottom rope, and hold on, another huge headbutt. And Babyman to his feet first. And once again, the Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Champion in the ring. It's like he is going high risk, delivering a fist drop to Babyman, and Sterling in complete control. And Bartholomew just making a mockery of this team, driving the boots into the face of Sterling in that blue Gatorade corner. But Sterling now answering back. We are going high risk. As a gigantic chokeslam off the top connects. And the Blake's House Wrestling Champion making a statement. Zero and Sterling preparing for that eventual clash with the Dark Hour, but just Sterling as well, just asserting his dominance as the rightful holder of that Blake's House Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But, yeah, Nick, I'm going to be totally honest. That is not how I expected that to go at all. Like, if I had the book, Zero would have taken the pin in that, but I also was expecting that to be much more even than it was. But that seems to have been the theme of tonight, where one side just refuses to get offense in, and the game just is doing that. Yeah. Because statistically speaking, they're probably not too far off. It is just, hey, if you don't win the grapples, you do not win the grapples. But let's go ahead and keep this show rolling. We've got a little bit more interstable action, and as I am certain the Cyborg saw the return of A-Man last week and got to figure the Cyborg has got to be preparing for that eventual showdown once again, but right now his opponent is Jim Jack, and that match is going to be right now. This could be another case of this, very similar to the matchup we saw in this last contest. The Wrestling Machine from the year 2100, he is certainly looking through this opponent. He knows who he wants to face, but Jim Jack is not someone you can afford to take lightly, as he is a master of just so many holds that are so very devastating. Any one of them could put you away in an instant. Going for that monstrous lariat, but the Cyborg able to escape. Big boot, but the Cyborg stepping out of the way. And right now delivering that giant swing as the Wrestling Machine gets going in this contest. Suplex is blocked, and Jim Jack delivering one of his own. It's like the Wrestling Machine looking to pick up an early victory or possibly test Jim Jack, and Jim Jack able to answer the call, kicking out before Harada even able to score a 1 count. Suplex this time will connect. Jim Jack not quite agile enough to escape a second one. But Jim Jack more than prepared for this contest. He delivers a big backdrop, and both these men just slugging it out in that orange Gatorade corner, and you can see Rip Studley watching on as his tag team partner takes on the Wrestling Machine. And Jim Jack now fired into that blue Gatorade corner. It is a long way from home, and shutting Jim Jack down. Jack fighting his way out of this corner, and both of these men just jockeying for position here. And neither man able to really get any of those significant holds in. As I said, Jim Jack, a master of a number of different ways he can put you away, and that might be one of them right there, but no, the Cyborg getting back to his feet. Cyborg, just such a punishing striker. Those elbows connecting to the jaw and a colossal chop to the chest, leveling Jim Jack. And here comes the striking ability of the wrestling machine as that is put on display, but Jim Jack more than prepared. He delivers a spinebuster, transitions right into that flashing elbow with the Cyborg. Almost as if, hold on, he's getting on that 1985 DeLorean as he has put Jim Jack in the time work, but Jim Jack kicking out of the Cyborg's best shot and transitioning right into that double armbar. Oh my God, devastating suplex. Is that going to be enough? No. The resiliency on display from Jim Jack, nothing short of spectacular as the Cyborg slammed into the mat cover. Ooh, but only getting two. And both of them just swinging for the fences, but neither man making contact. As a torturous Boston Crab applied. And once again, the flashing elbow, this time buried to the back of the head of the wrestling machine. And hold on, oh my God! Izuna drop applied, but the Cyborg doesn't seem to think it's enough. And the resiliency of Jim Jack certainly would suggest that's the case. Stunner connecting, but Jim Jack doesn't seem to think it's enough to put the Cyborg away either. Both men hitting one another with their best shots, but neither man able to pick up the win here. Series of blistering chops as the wrestling machine gearing up now as a sit-out lariat just levels Jim Jack, but Jim Jack springing to his feet immediately, but blazing. Tornado in the corner. You can see the Cyborg's head just bounce off that bottom turnbuckle. But hold on. Massive forearm smash off the top rope. But Jim Jack is not finished with the Cyborg yet. Double underhook. Face buster connects with the Cyborg. As if he was a Terminator. Just springing to his feet like nothing had even happened. Twisting body press, but Jim Jack delivering another monstrous forearm, and now we are going high risk. Big double stomp off the top rope. And Jim Jack just needing a moment to breathe. Scoop and a slam back to basics. As a diving headbutt connects with the chest of the wrestling machine from the year 2100, and it is a last ride powerbomb and immediately transitions into that submission hold. But the Cyborg refusing to be submitted. This match, it will continue. Big leaping brain buster, and now the Wrestling Machine going up top. Big twisting body press. Cover 2. 3 count fall. And the Cyborg possibly making a mistake, underestimating the man across from him. And Jim Jack made him pay for it time and time again, but it was not quite enough to overcome the Wrestling Machine from the year 2100. And we're going to be getting a little bit of a callback in this King of Fighters Television Championship match. Of course, if you recall, the Death Triangle of the Bastard Pack, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix, were just such a dominant tag team in that trios division. Well, changing the lineup just a little bit as Eddie Kingston filling in for the Bastard as Pentagon and Rey Fenix challenge once again for that trios championship. And that match, it's right now. Our team just finally able to unseat the dominant unit that was DJ Dick, Spider-Man, and Raiden. And right now, Pentagon taking on Blake. And Blake, of course, famous in Blake's House Wrestling circles. He wants to see the flippy shit. He wants to see a bigger Lucha presence in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Well, your opponents tonight are the Lucha Brothers, my friend. Devastating powerbomb from Pentagon, but if you want to see power, Shenjo delivering a screwdriver, planting Pentagon into the mat. Pentagon able to escape to his own corner, and here comes Eddie Kingston. Big double suplex. Of course, we talk about toughness a lot on this program, and certainly Kingston is as tough as anybody, but Shenjo is going to be the man to challenge that. Suplex is blocked and delivers a low blow. Harada going to let them fight. Looks like Shenjo going to tag out, bringing Holloway into this match. And Holloway certainly had to see the effort of Zero and Sterling earlier on tonight's program. Those defiant 450 splashes from Zero Lopez couldn't have gone unnoticed. But right now, Kingston not going to allow him an opportunity to hit it, as he has control of Holloway in the center of the ring, but Holloway bringing this fight into his own corner, and that is exactly what you have got to do in these multi-man matches. It's like Kingston going back to his own corner, bringing in a fresh Rey Fenix. And Holloway just outmaneuvering Fenix now, but only for a moment. So that kick connecting. Fenix able to sidestep that tackle here, but once again we get the big man in the ring, but DDT planting Shenjo right on his head. The size disadvantage in full effect here. Fenix struggling to figure out exactly what he wants to do with Shenjo, as he is just such an imposing figure with that belly-to-belly overhead suplex. And another one. Combination double suplex from the Lucha brothers. Looks like Fenix going back into his own corner, bringing a fresh Eddie Kingston in, and we are going to have power versus power, but only for a moment. As Holloway the legal man in this contest. Kingston firing Holloway into the corner, but taking a little bit too long, but one right hand is blocked, and Kingston delivers one of his own, and just lays out the King of Fighters television champion. Holloway taking his time now, looking to dissect this team. Big flying head scissors, but that is going to get Kingston a little bit closer to his own corner. Holloway trying to bring this fight onto his half of the ring, bring a fresh Blake Cabas into this match, as an STO and suplex levels Eddie Kingston. And Blake following it up with a flashing elbow, and Blake continuing to keep up the pressure, burying a pair of knees in the gut of Kingston. Kingston responding back with that backbreaker, and here comes Pentagon. Devastating chop from Blake here, and that is going to put him on top, but only for a moment. Bit of an arrogant cover, and that could cost him as the Lucha brothers make him pay for it. And head scissors into the center, cover two, but only gets two. Blake connecting with a flying head scissors of his own, and he's going to go back to his own corner, bring a fresh Holloway into this match. The Lucha Brothers and Kingston firing on all cylinders, but Holloway looking to slow this team down any way that he can, grabbing a hold, but as far the Lucha Brothers handling themselves quite well against this team that crucially, both of these teams actually have held the Blake's House Trios title before. But most recently, the Stark Hour Stable unseating one of the most dominant teams in recent memory. And they look to extend that reign for as long as they possibly can. Kingston going for the cover two, no, only getting one. Big boot to the back of the head. Holloway unable to protect himself. But here comes this team enforcer in Shenjo. Monstrous lariat. But leaving too much room. Kingston going back to his own corner, but thinks better of it. He wants to challenge the big man by himself.
He sucks!
And Shinjo calling for the finish. But Kingston able to duck the clothesline and plants him with that DDT. And now Eddie Kingston going back to his own corner. Big double suplex. Shinjo sent to the outside, and that is going to clear out both aprons. And hold on, big destroyer from Phoenix in the center, and this Lucha Brothers and Kingston team in control. Flipping Big Boy into the center, but Blake able to bring this fight back into his own corner. The strategy of this team so very effective, but just like I say that, a major miscue as this fight now in the Lucha Brothers corner. It looks like this team's strategy tests the stamina of Blake as a big full Nelson bomb connecting. Hold on, cover 1, 2. Oh my God, somehow, some way, Phoenix able to kick out of that hold. And a huge double suplex, and that once again will clear out both aprons. As Pentagon in trouble now. As Blake handling these 2-on-1 odds quite effectively on the outside. This man just so very fired up. Huge vertical suplex now. And another flying head scissors, and now Holloway in prime position. I figure he is looking for that Persona 450, but not yet getting an opportunity. Oh my God, that powerbomb, absolutely vicious, but Holloway doing the deal. Kingston protecting his partner. And Holloway calling for that patented Persona 450, and it connects. If he goes for the cover, that's sure to be an elimination. Cover 2. 3 count fall. And we are down to 3-on-2. Twisting senton and going for the cover, but so far from home. That is going to cost this team. Slight miscue from the Dark Hour stable. And that could create an opportunity for the Lucha Brothers in Kingston. On sunset flip, powerbomb connects, cover, 1, 2, and Kingston making a save at a critical moment, but Holloway and Shinjo make him pay for it. Big double vertical suplex. Blake hanging on, sticking in the ring. As Kingston connects with a clubbing blow to the back of the head, and oh my God, an absolutely murderous backdrop. But Blake rolling through as if it never happened. Kingston just lifting and dropping this team any way that he can. Just scratching and clawing for whatever he can do to get an edge in this match. Hold on, cover 2. And Phoenix making the save. This match will continue. Hold on, Kingston going for the cover 2. Oh my God, somehow Holloway gets a shoulder off the mat. Dropped in the center of the ring. It looks like he's going to be able to get to his own corner, but so was Holloway. We've got 2 fresh men in this match. Phoenix and Shinjo. Big double suplex connects. Phoenix now firing Shinjo into the corner, but taking a little bit too long as Shinjo able to escape. And monstrous super kick, but Shinjo rolling through with that lariat. And this match will continue. Shinjo goes that powerbomb once, twice, 3 times in the center of the ring. Cover 2. And Kingston again is there when his team needs him the most. And this is where that 3-on-2 advantage comes into play. Blake able to connect with that frog splash in honor of his Uncle Eddie. And getting that 3 count fall as Kingston had to travel all the way across the ring. And he is now all alone against this Dark Hour Trios unit. Impaler DDT connects. And hold on, Kingston might have a chance here. Blake submitting. We are down to 2-on-1. Kingston going to do whatever he can to get back in this match. Shinjo signaling for this match to be over as he buries an elbow into the heart of Eddie Kingston. Man, that is all heart, but has had his guts spilled out over this 20x20 as Shinjo dashing the dreams of the Lucha Brothers and Kingston and cementing their legacy as two-time Trios champions. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping the Eddie Kingston Hope spot was gonna last a little bit longer than it did, but I am glad he was able to pick up 1 elimination. Because you don't want to see a 3-0 sweep. That's just not a good look. See. But let's go ahead and keep this show rolling as got tonight's main event. Two competitors with legendary toughness, but that is not to discredit the two men in this match here. As Dick Bruiser, the originator in that Knicks Wrestling Organization stable, a man that is just a wall of muscle going against a rough and tumble hardcore specialist that is Robert Walsh. And that match, it's right now. Matchup going to be so difficult to call, so difficult to predict, as both of these men tougher than a $2 steak, but the power of Dick Bruiser going to be going head to head with that rough style and the resourcefulness that is Robert Walsh. But there is that amazing display of power in the opening moments of this contest from Dick Bruiser, and that is exactly what you can expect from him as this match goes on. We're going to see Robert Walsh unfazed. He is more than prepared to take all that and more over the course of this contest. That is not a problem for Dick Bruiser whatsoever. Swinging for the fences with that lariat, but not quite able to make contact. Robert Walsh sticking and moving. As I said, he is a clever fighter. He's trying to outmaneuver his larger opponent. Able to escape that clothesline once again, and taking a moment to figure out exactly how he wants to chop down this redwood tree that is Dick Bruiser. But Dick Bruiser not giving him any time to think about it, as Robert Walsh is slammed to the mat and sent to the outside. And there's a little bit of resourcefulness on display from Bruiser. Waiting in the corner, getting ready to swing with that lariat once again, and hold on. Oh my God. Dick Bruiser just punishing Robert Walsh, draping that guillotine right across his throat. Walsh trying to fight his way back into this match. But Dick Bruiser just continues to chip away. Once again, just showcasing that power, just driving right through Robert Walsh. And backdrop Uranagi connecting cover 2. And only getting 2. Walsh able to sidestep those significant strikes and deliver one of his own, but again, once Dick Bruiser has got his hands on you, he is so very dangerous. And as effective, as clever, as crafty as Walsh is, he is just given Dick Bruiser too many opportunities. Bruiser now fired into the corner and just launching himself at Robert Walsh. And again, a military press right into that power slam. And that was nearly it right there. Big atomic drop in the center of the ring, and Walsh trying to pick up some momentum, but Bruiser crushing that momentum and crushing his opponent across from him. Walsh goes to that cover seemingly out of desperation, getting a count of 2. And hold on, that headbutt looks like it's busted Dick Bruiser open. And the hard head of Robert Walsh being put to use here as he delivers a leg drop of his own, and Walsh targeting the cut on Dick Bruiser's forehead. Looks like he has found his voice in this matchup. But Dick Bruiser looking to shut him down, and again just launching himself into the corner, punishing Walsh for even having the audacity to orchestrate some offensive efforts here. Walsh now beginning to charge into the corner, but again, Dick Bruiser was there waiting for him. The long scoop and a slam back to basics from Walsh now. And once again, Robert Walsh continuing to target that cut on Dick Bruiser's forehead. You got to figure if that bleeding gets to be too significant, Harada might call this match right here. You don't want that, I don't want that. Nobody at home wants that. They want to see a decisive victor, and Walsh looking to pick up that decisive victory right now, delivering that patented nerve hold, but Dick Bruiser escaping. Hold on, stump puller, pile driver, that could be it right there, 2. 3 count fall. And Robert Walsh struggling in the early moments of that match. Gets that lucky headbutt, creates an opening, and just continues to pick at it, continues to force his way through that door that he cracked open with the headbutt. And that sustained damage just continuing to build up over the course of the match. Dick Bruiser unable to continue in the closing moments of that contest. I gotta say, I am as well, because the first, 8 minutes of that match was all Dick Bruiser. I am gonna grab something to drink really quick, because I am dying right now, but we still got 2 more matches, so let me go ahead and put on the title card, as we have got the Mag.Lo Open Challenge coming up next, but give me just a moment, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. If I were smart, I'd probably keep water at my desk for when we're doing some of these, but here we are. We now know, of course, exactly who is going to be challenging Mag.Lo. In tonight's Mag.Lo Open Challenge is, of course, Jeff Cobb picking up the win. In that 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal, he is going to be taking on the People's Champion, Mag.Lo, holding court and defending Blake's House Arena from all comers. And that match, it's right now. Find the theme of Mag.Lo team and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. Mag.Lo making his way to the ring. Here comes Jeff Cobb, a man that combines power and agility into an impossible frame. But Mag.Lo more than capable of rising to this challenge. Right now, these two men just jockeying for position, and test of strength going to Jeff Cobb, at least in the early moments of this match. Crossface chicken wing applied. Mag.Lo trying to slow Cobb down a little bit. Got to figure it is only a matter of time as Mag.Lo unleashes a dropkick. He's only been holding it for a minute and a half. I figure it's only a matter of time before these two titans begin to unload on one another with those devastating holds you know they're both capable of. On back switch, but Mag.Lo was ready for it. And just clubbing blow for clubbing blow. European uppercut delivered from Jeff Cobb, but Mag.Lo scrambling back to his feet. And lifting and dropping Cobb to the mat. As the first slam going to Mag.Lo. Figure Jeff Cobb not taking kindly to that, but Mag.Lo hitting Cobb with everything up to and including the kitchen sink as he applies that half crab. But hold on, Mag.Lo getting fired up here as the Bronco Buster connects in the corner. And right now, these two men slugging it out. And the crowd getting fired up as Mag.Lo just delivers a flashing elbow right to the heart of Cobb. Big lift and then drop. Now Mag.Lo going high risk, but thinks better of it as Cobb fighting his way to his feet. And Jeff Cobb just getting started with that big overhead suplex. And here comes another one for good measure. Do not make the mistake. You thought he didn't have enough ring to work with. He can grab a hold and launch you from anywhere to anywhere. As the power on display, as is the technique and agility of Jeff Cobb. And Cobb now returning the favor those half crabs punishing the legs of Cobb earlier. Here is your receipt, my friend, as a series of shoulder blocks connect. Sliding D connects as he leaps in, and here comes that patented spinning toe hold as Mag.Lo is playing the hits. Big forearm smash, and Mag.Lo just picking his spots here. Burying a forearm right into the chest, and one again right into the side of the head. And here comes one more for good measure. Cover 2. And oh my God, so close, but Cobb not allowing Mag.Lo to put him away just yet. Big back body drop after blocking that powerbomb attempt. And another belly-to-belly overhead suplex with Mag.Lo rolling through it. He is still coming, folks, but a European uppercut will shut him down, and Cobb now going for a cover of his own. Count 2. God, picture perfect German suplex, but only getting a count of 2. Comes that double arm DDT, and Mag.Lo getting himself fired up. And a clothesline from Bretton Woods connects, but Mag.Lo doesn't seem to think it's enough to put Cobb away, and if this match is any indicator, I think he's right. Hold on, cover 1, 2. Oh my God, only getting 2. But Cobb demonstrating he's got a lot more left in the tank with that just delayed brainbuster, sending Mag.Lo to the outside. Mag.Lo taking a moment to breathe, figuring out exactly how he wants to tackle this Titan. And here's a drop kick. I've been saving that one for the last 8 minutes, as it just is buried into the back of Cobb. Huge flying hip attack, and Mag.Lo in complete control as a suplex of his own connects. Is that going to be it too? Oh my God, so close. Big double arm DDT from Mag.Lo. Mag.Lo knows exactly how dangerous Jeff Cobb is. Huge body press off the top, but Cobb getting a hand on the bottom rope this match. It will continue. Mag.Lo now going up top, but thinks better of it. Cobb getting to his feet. Hold on, Cobb going for the cover, but Mag.Lo this time getting a hand on the bottom rope. As both of these men just so very aware of where they are in the ring, and fully aware of how dangerous their opponents are. Oh my God. Shooting star press connects, and another belly-to-belly overhead suplex from Cobb, and Cobb is just getting started. And there's the Blizzard suplex that got him the victory. That punched his ticket to the Mag.Lo challenge, but oh my God, Mag.Lo getting a hand on that bottom rope at a critical moment. Cobb put everything he had into that suplex. He was unable to roll away from that diving elbow drop. And Mag.Lo able to pick up the victory. Mag.Lo once again protecting Blake's house from any and all comers. So he's able to get a victory over Jeff Cobb, but we have got one more match for you guys tonight, folks. And this is one that we've only been waiting a week for it, but it has absolutely been a long time coming. As the maddest man on the planet, Colby Cole, taking on Shawn the Swashbuckler Satchwell. Two of the toughest men with the strongest lariats, and both of them bound and determined to showcase that theirs is just a little bit stronger. And that match, it's right now. The Swashbuckler, so very well known. A man with just devastating power locked away in those arms and already sweeping the leg out from underneath the leg of Colby Cole with that leg lariat. And but both of these men just so very similar in a lot of ways. Not afraid to get their hands dirty, not afraid to get into a brawl. Both of them just packing so much power in their upper body. But when you're in a situation like that, when you see somebody so very much like yourself, that question lingers in the back of your mind. Who's stronger? Who's better? Who's tougher? And we saw in last week's Fatal 4-Way contest, these two men were not terribly focused on the outcome of that match. They wanted an answer to that question. And because of that, neither of them were able to come out victorious in that match. We're too distracted with the man that is across from them this week. Well, this week there are not two other competitors in that match. It is just 1-on-1. And right now it has been totally back and forth. Both men hitting each other with wild shot after wild shot. And massive knee to the gut coming from the Swashbuckler. As the Swashbuckler diving off that top rope. Colby has a different way to make you pay. He's a man that will lift and drop you. Hold on, the Swashbuckler possibly getting fired up. Oh my God! Powder keg lariat, and that could be it right there. Oh my God, so close. And that has absolutely woken Colby up. Thus far, Satchwell not giving Colby an opportunity. Well, on Colby now running the ropes, and lariat. Two. And both men have hit one another with their best shot. Both men have risen to the challenge to get a shoulder off the mat.
Now it is only a matter of time to figure out which one of these men are stronger. Oh my God, so very close, but Colby running slam into the mat. Both of these men digging deep into their arsenal, trying to find something that will put their opponent away, but neither man able to find that hole just yet. Roaring elbow fails to connect, and now a monstrous lariat of his own. The swashbuckler running the ropes and swinging for the fences with that powder keg once again, and Colby this time able to escape the hold.
1, 2, 3.
Under the swashbuckler, as I said, both men hitting one another with their best shot. They had to dig just a little bit deeper. And that gun stun connecting, giving the swashbuckler just that slightest edge that he needed in tonight's contest. But I know Colby. Colby is not going to be satisfied with the result of tonight's match. It's entirely possible Satchwell isn't going to be either. Both of these men interested in answering the question, whose lariat is stronger? As I said, both men hit each other with their best shot. Both men got a shoulder off the mat. One might argue that neither man going to be satisfied with the outcome of this contest, but we will have to see in the upcoming weeks exactly how this is going to develop. But that is going to conclude tonight's main portion of the program. We've still got the bonus match you may stay tuned for, while I see if I can find you guys something else to watch. I am going to strike out Big Mike. Maybe it's waiting for the model to load. I don't know. I see. That's weird. And yeah, definitely should have been rated higher than that. Although, like, the ratings were all over the place on tonight's program. Like, I genuinely think the opening contest with Linda versus Nick was legitimately great. Likewise with the Cyborg Jim Jack match. That was way better than it was rated overall. But what do I know? I am not a computer. But while you guys figure out exactly who in these 8 names you want to see wrestle... Oh, most certainly. Like, whoever made that move... And it sounds like a fucking bomb goes off, too, which is absolutely delightful for the powder keg lariat. But whoever made that move perfectly captured the the essence of Stan Hansen's Western Lariat, because that man's lariat was fucking nightmarish. So yeah, the move editor, it's very good. Big fan personally. But, yeah, if anybody's got any opinions on Orochi versus the Mayor, I am totally okay with that. Okay, we got Orochi taking on the Mayor of Earth. But, yeah, as you can tell, my voice is fucked up. Which is, part of the problem there is just the way my audio settings are set up. Is, for you guys to have a good volume on your end, I have to really turn this up in my headset. And the problem with that is, I am on a subconscious level because my rational mind is fully aware I do not have to shout over what I can hear, because I can just move the microphone volume. Now the game is hella loud? I see. Because, like, I've been having audio issues for the past several weeks where the audio settings will kind of change on me, where it's going to barely be audible, but I have changed functionally nothing on my end. Anyway, so I am competing with that volume in my headset, but I don't have to, because I can simply turn up my own volume, and I can see on the levels where, you know, I can speak at a normal speaking voice and know you guys are fine. But it's kind of a psychological thing at that point. But if you guys can hear the game, I will simply turn that down. Because that is gonna kind of be responsible for part of the problem. But otherwise, yeah, like the show I wrote and the show I got, definitely not the same show. And like Nick was kind of alluding to that earlier, like the Zero and Sterling versus Babyman and Bartholomew absolutely was not a squash match when I wrote it, but the AI is gonna do its thing. Because I was expecting that to be a totally competitive match. Likewise with Zero versus the Bookoo fighter. In my head, the Bookoo fighter runs Zero over like 10 times out of 10. But literally the exact opposite thing happened. Which is cool, because now, like, Drew gets to look like a superhero. But it wasn't necessarily the matchup that I wrote. Timmy Throws versus Ian Bishop is what it is. Like, it is suplex critical. Sometimes that'll happen. Although it is very funny that Timmy Throws wrestled last week and had a whole ass singles match with Mag.Lo, and the suplex critical never triggered. I think for the most part, the other shit was fine. I am also a little bit surprised Robert Walsh went over on Dick Bruiser, but it is possible the bleeding just did make that much of a difference. But that is part of the challenge and part of, like, what's entertaining for me about running this program is the game will sometimes have different ideas than what it is I wrote, and I've got to figure out how to make it make sense. Yes, I will make sure I am off work at 6 o'clock, so that way I can be home by about 6:30. So just shoot me a message with like whatever you're gonna need from me, but I will be available. All right, no worries. Yeah, I mean, and as far as that goes, I'm pretty flexible. I'll roll with whatever's going to be going on. Gotta say, seeing Mayor of Earth Mike Haggar in a wrestling ring, on some levels, like, makes me wish that Capcom would do anything with the Saturday Night Slam Masters license. But also, I do not trust Capcom to make fighting games, so that point is somewhat moot. But, I mean, Haggar is just like literally just taking it to an actual god, which is very amusing to me.
1, 2, 3.
But I suppose that is the difference between a god and a mayor. But getting ready to wrap things up here. And it does look like Blake is streaming, so momentarily I'll be throwing you guys over to him. But as always, should probably do the regular closing stuff here. If you are new here, if you liked what you saw, this is a weekly wrestling show. We do this every Sunday night right here at twitch.tv/MondayCindy, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm sure you may have noticed, like, we keep continuity week to week, but if you are new, I do my best to kind of tell the story of what's been going on in the past several weeks. Make sure somebody's first time is going to be just as enjoyable as their 100th time at this point. And of course, Gatekeeper and Troll Wizard in the chat, both of them doing big things as far as submitting characters and doing some of the writing for this program. The show wouldn't be what it is without them. Likewise for Just a Copy. You may have seen done some of the writing and a lot of the graphics that you see on the program. Of course, Mag.Lo responsible for nearly all of the original music. And just a good guy in general that you should check out his shit. That Bandcamp link that ran when he made his way to the ring is a real Bandcamp link. And I'm going to drop that in the chat one more time. And yeah, that's absolutely worth checking out. But yeah, the show would not be what it is without those people. On an entirely different note, if you are interested in NHL hockey, myself and my good friend Heavy Cura, we play NHL 20 on Wednesday nights right here, twitch.tv/MondayCindy at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
And we've been doing that for a couple weeks, and then we record something that is an approximation of a podcast and just kind of bullshit about whatever is on our mind on that particular week. So if that is something that interests you, be sure to check us out on Wednesday nights. I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys at my good friend Blake and catch you guys down the road. And I'm going to remember to go off air this time. I think the last time I raided, I did not do that, and just had dead air for like 4 hours. Don't recommend that. But, yeah. Thanks for coming out, and hope to see y'all next week.